to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Blue, 32. Red, cycle. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his receiver, Watson. 5 yards on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. That's complete. Romadoon's in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
It's a gain of 28 yards. And the Cardinals, 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. And Watson has it right side. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. 22 yards. And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Commanders, nothing.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Come on, come on. Set. Hawk 7.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
Ready up. Buffalo 18. Viking 18.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A huge play there for Washington. 58 yards.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
70 Timberwolf. Panther Street. Panther Street. Let's go.
Here's Daniels. He'll swing this out to Krosky mid. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Daniels looking to throw. He's into the secondary, and he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Ben Simmons, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Down. Set.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll look middle here, and he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. Loose inside the 30. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
Tag. 18. Go check. Go check.
Following the fumble recovery, Daniels over the middle, complete. That's Lane. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Here we go. Shot. Cougar 19. Cowboy 80. Alert. Check. Check.
They'll try and run for it. Krosky Merritt. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. On the bootleg, it's Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Ready. 19. 8. Go.
Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Come on. Bronco 80. Bronco 80.
Throwing now is Daniels. That is into the hands of Krosky Merritt. Touchdown! Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt from 3 yards out. And Washington has taken the lead. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You made me forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield? They're eligible too.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 2. Now back to throw. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is taken in by McBride. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a first and goal.
Ultra. Ready. Cut.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr., a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Brings up third and 1.
Right there, hurt.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Go, Reed. Go. Stephanie. Panthers.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Nineteen tight. Let's go. 19 Tiger.
To throw is Daniels. That's caught. Krosky Merritt with it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 20-yard line.
On the go.
Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Jack.
1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
Now Daniels. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's in.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Here we go. Ready?
To the air goes Daniels. He'll try and do this himself. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Daniels, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Pushing his way inside the 40. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
2nd and 3. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Going for it, here's Benson. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Able to get this one to McBride. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go. Here's ready.
Back to throw now on first down. Now he'll tuck this and run. 20. Now he's into the clear again. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. 41 yards. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from drawing level. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Go, come on. Set. Coconut.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time looked well for a solid gain.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. Well, we know it's a tough mission for this defense to hold them to a field goal after that long kick return, but they're one play away from doing it.
They certainly are very close to accomplishing what they needed to get done because they've treated this like a sudden change. You know, when the offense turns the ball over on a fumble or an interception, before you go out, you get together as a defense and go, sudden change, keep your poise, be ready to go. That's exactly what this group has done.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Stephanie! Bronco 80! Bronco 80!
Krosky Merritt going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal.
18 Cardinal. Ready?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Ben Simmons. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Okay, York on now for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
The score, Commanders 28, Cardinals 21. Cade York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Oh, nice move. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. He'll get this complete to Sennett, the tight end. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Commanders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Back to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
On the ready.
2nd and 10.
Panther Street. Down. Cowboy 80. Go.
They'll look to throw again. Now Daniels going to keep it. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. York able to send this one through, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. They juked him. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Let's go now.
2nd and 13. And he slings one that's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
70. Big Lion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Benson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Watson, 58 yards. And the Cardinals have got it back to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is down to a field goal. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
For a Commanders first down.
Check, Mash. Check.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Go.
Daniels looking to throw. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Down.
Here's Daniels. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Rick, let's go now. Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now Daniels going to keep it. And he's going to be dumped there, but he does have a first down.
It's a gain of 8. And the Washington first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing now is Daniels. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go.
They go play action. Daniels firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jalen Lane, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders add 6 to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Here we go.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Goes right back to McBride. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
32-yard line.
Dog red.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go now. Right. Red. 38. Ready.
They'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 14.
Let's go. Charge. Strike it. 3-3.
17 yards. And the Cardinal first down.
They're going to look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Set. Ready. Yellow. 22. Set. Hunt.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Black. 95. Hunt.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Benson. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Check that.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the pack. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. picked up by Javon Holland. And the Cards are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. A short one here caught by McBride. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Benson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll set up a throw. Open man here is Benson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 yards there, just like last play.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Ready. Ready.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Cards are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. Borregales now for the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth.
Borregales set to kick off.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Let's go. Check. Hurt. 19.
To the air goes Daniels. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down.
Here we go.
To throw is Daniels. Throw left side complete. That's Lane. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. On fourth down, here's Daniels. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Daniels. Setting up the screen, Krosky married. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's 2nd and 10.
Check mash, check mash.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd and 10. That's complete. It's the rookie from USC. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 23. Now they'll audible to something else. They'll look to throw again. That's caught by Sennett. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you get a heck of a tight end candidate.
Oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Liking 18.
Back to throw again. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Here we go, set. 70, Bronco 80.
Daniels going to throw for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Ben Sennett from 13 yards out. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Here we go.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Rail, cycle. Striker, 3-3. Claude Ray.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Pass complete there to Harrison. They'll go for a gain of 7. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Okay, ready?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. A short one here, caught by McBride. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be fourth down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up fourth down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And down inside the 15 he goes. A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's first and 10. Now they'll change things up. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Come on, set. 52.
Back to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Watson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try and grab that lead back. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Walter Nolan able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11. Here's Daniels. Under pressure, they got him again. Walter Nolan in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both first and second down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by York is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
45.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
This is first and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Benson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Black shot. Ready, ready, ready.
He'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Cut. Red. Strike. 45. White. Ready.
Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Benson. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Running out of the gun here with Benson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Trey Benson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Lion, here we go, here we go. Likens, go.
On the bootleg, it's Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That's complete. It's Okurobu now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. A give now to Bill. This is Krosky Merritt. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here comes 2nd down.
Ready. Cougar 19. 19, Charger, 19.
They'll run once more with JCN.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3rd and 4.
An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4.
Ready.
Throwing now is Daniels. He'll try and do this himself. He can't get him down. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
3rd down. 70 Timberwolves.
Daniels looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now 1st and goal.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
Give to Krosky Merritt. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage game there is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
Go, Riggs, go. Let's go now.
Krosky Merritt going to try and push his way in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they will be all smiles in Georgetown tonight as Washington has won it. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they...
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid?